Hey guys, so let's talk about the end of the month. So we are on, it's Wednesday and the last day of the month is on Saturday. So we still have 3 full days to reach any goals that we have for the rest of the month. So if you guys are super close to ranking up, whether or not you guys are super close to hitting pink, or if you are really close to maintaining, or just really close to hitting those, the PV for the team incentives that are going on. I want to really urge you guys to continue pushing, and because this is going to be really important for you as you get bigger, because it's important for everybody. So something that you guys want to keep in mind is that VIP groups, this is a really good time to VIP groups, and why it might be important to have a VIP group. Because if you're doing end of month pushes, that means that you can advertise and kind of do like last minute, oh my gosh, deals for your VIPs. So a few ideas that I have for you guys is you can do like a mystery box. So a mystery Posh box that you can offer and everybody, and you can decide what you want to give in that box. For really, it could just be like the Posh to Meet You set, and you can say, you know, mystery Posh box for X amount, and you can decide how much you want that mystery Posh box to be, and you can make it limited. If you have locals in the area that are in, you can offer them, hey, do you want this mystery Posh box for, so say 19 for the Posh to Meet You set, and I only have so many available. So you can create some sort of urgency for it, so that might help people kind of be more willing to purchase, and it's going to help you out, because especially if you have locals, you can do the buy 5, get the 6 free, or you can do the have them all shipped to you and then ship them out by your ship it out yourself, and you can see if that works into your commission budget, if that is something that you are able to do. Obviously you can charge more if you need to ship it, but that's kind of a nice way to kind of bump up the sales, because if you can sell 5 of those at $20 each, then that's $100 in PV, and that's a really great push. Another thing that you guys can do in terms of pushing for the end of the month is you can also do a pick a number or pick a prize, and I will message you what your prize is. Like I said, VIP groups are really important for being able to push sales and to, you know, reward your VIPs, but also it's going to help you out when you're needing that push. So this is what I did previously, is I posted like a graphic that's like, you know, pick a number, and I will message you the deals, or what deal that you got, like what deal did you win, right? And then, so it could be anything. You can have it predetermined. You can go off of whatever's in the graphics group. You can just pick it for yourself. So it can range from anything from like booking a party to receive X gift, free shipping on your order, a free gift with your order, discount off your order. There's a lot of different things that you can do with that. And a way to create, so like, that's kind of fun because it gives people a sense of that they earned it, right? That this is something that they won. And then you can create a sense of urgency in terms of having some sort of expiration. Right? So like if you did it now, you could say, hey, I can get, like, this is your deal. It's you can order now and get this deal, or you can have, you know, a discount off of your order through the next month, through May, or through, you know, the next 2 weeks, if that makes any sense. So then that gives them the option to order right away and splurge on themselves, and they will get a bigger bang for their buck, a better deal. But that's going to help you out, especially if you're looking for numbers, or it's going to help you keep orders in your pipeline for next month as well. So that's kind of another option that is there for you. And then you can do any kind of deals that you want. You can come up with your own bundles and offer them. Like, so you could specifically say, this is my favorites bundle, and this is what you can get this for, you know, and then it's up to you how you guys want to offer that. If you guys are offering any specials or any deals like that, make sure that you are offering it in your private or closed VIP group. If you are putting it on your personal pages, you can always say, hey, I have a great deal. Let me know if you want to be in my group to see it, or message me for details. This is going to help you out as well, because you want to drive more traffic to your VIP group, so that, you know, feel that. Okay, so then let's talk about ways to kind of keep your summer going. I just barely, so last night was the regional meeting in my area that I attended, and it was, if you guys were able to go to the one in April, that's what the agenda was mostly on, or some of it was on pedicure parties and kind of keeping your summer going. If you guys have a chance to go to a regional meeting, there are a ton scheduled in May, so you definitely check it out. It's worth it, I think. And you get to hang out with local leaders, and you get to learn all this great Posh knowledge. But some summer ideas that I have for you guys are to do a pedicure party, or to offer the exclusivity of having a pedicure party, because maybe it's something that you only offer in the summer months. So maybe it's something you only offer from May through August, or May through July, or something like that. So then if you have customers that host a party for you once per catalog season, maybe this is a great option. This is a great option for them to have a second party. It's going to be different from their regular party because everyone gets a pedicure. It's super simple, super easy. The biggest question a lot of people had last night was, I don't want to touch anyone's feet. And my thing is, you don't have to touch anyone's feet, okay? The whole point is Posh is something that you can do at home, something that, like, it's affordable. It's affordable at-home spa pampering, right? So that means that you want to be able to teach your customers how they can have, like, the pedicure, nice smooth feet at home by themselves. And so the way that you guys can do that is you guys can kind of come up with your own pedicure set, like your own, you can like offer them a little sample of the snarky bar, or a little bit of the rubby scrubby. Give them some sort of scrub. Obviously, you can soak with something, give them some type of scrub, and then give them some type of moisturizer if you want. But so those are kind of like 3 steps. And then as they're soaking, then you can talk to them about the products and tell them what each of the products do, why you might like it, because they're not going anywhere. You're able to talk to them and answer any questions they might have. Yeah, and you can kind of just pick and choose with that one, because some people are diehard snarky fans. I'm a big snarky lover as myself. That's what I use on my feet. But some people don't like having that. Some people like having the scrubby or the rubby scrubby because it's easier to hold. It's an easier, applicator of sorts. Or Rio Roomba is a really good option as well for the scrub. If you are not a big home party person, or if everyone's like, I am so busy, I can't do anything in the summer, not willing to pick a date or willing to book anything, then you can send them home with their own personal pedicure kits. So you've probably seen like the mini facial packs, like mini facial in a bag, or that might be something that you're sampling out already, something that you're already giving people, where, because you're giving samples out. I'm sure many of you guys are giving out more than one sample. So you guys are already giving out sample packs. Now you can theme your sample packs for the summer as pedicure samples, right? A pedicure, like I said, you can put in whatever you want. You don't need to necessarily have like fancy cards from the portal or anything like that. You could just print something up, make it look, and hand that out to people. And that is going to be something that is super easy for you to do, and something that your customers are able to do at home. If you are a little bit hesitant to do something like that, you can always say, here's like a buddy pack of samples, and so something that like you and a friend can go home and what you think. Obviously, remember to follow up with anybody that you guys are giving samples out to. But that's a really fun option as well. Does anybody have anything to add, or any other questions on this topic?
Really excited. I actually get to go to a regional this month, or
What?
this coming month.
Sorry, I was on mute.
Oh, I don't have any questions or anything, but I am really excited because I actually get to go to a regional this coming month. I just signed up today with my commissions. Very excited.
Yeah, there's a lot of dates in May, like a ton. So if you guys like it, like give the people, like give your local leaders the feedback so that they know that, you know, that it's worth it, that you guys like it, if there's any direction in which they should go. Because we do have an agenda for each meeting that we go over, which is why like with the April ones, we went over the pedicure parties and stuff like that. But you know, obviously we as leaders don't have to stick to the agenda. We can always mix it and, you know, mix it up. So it's nice to hear the feedback.
Well, I'm excited. I met Olivia at Day Away. She's the one doing ours up here in Portland. And we actually sat through like her little mini training. So, and she seems fun. So I'm excited to see. I've been jealous the last, like, 3 months or so. Like, there's never anything close. And this one's just downtown. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, sorry, what?
Mine is about 5.5 hours away.
Are you gonna go?
I mean, it's the day after Mother's Day. I was going to try to get the girl that's underneath me to kind of go together. That way we can take turns driving. But she owns a flower shop. So, like, Mother's Day, not a good thing. So
I can understand that.
But we had heard, I mean, the closest ones we get is Iowa so far. I don't see anything in South Dakota. I seen one in Kansas, but that's Wichita, which is another 6 hours. So
hopefully
that's how it was for me.
We're trying to keep it spread out, like not spread out, like keep trying to come to wherever people are. So if you guys have specific places or whatever, you know, like let us know.
Yeah, like we're like in the middle, so people should just come to us. But now I had heard, because usually by the time I find, when they pop up, it's like the ones in Iowa are like the first 3 days of the month. And so it's kind of hard to plan something when you're finding out about it 3 days ahead of time. Yeah. But they had, the one that it popped up, it was already passed by the time I found out about it. And that one was actually in Sioux Falls, which is 3.5 hours. So it was one that was semi-close, but yeah. I just got to keep a lookout.
Let me know, and then I can, because I know what the agenda is if something's already been on the calendar before they announce it. So if you have questions on it, let me know.
Okay.
Do you guys have any questions on selling for the end of the month or anything to add for that or the summer, pushing for summer? Because if not, I'm going to stop the recording and we can do a Q&A.
Well, how do you make end of the month push not always look like an end of the month push to your customers? Because I feel like doing these same types of posts every last week of the month, I know that if it was me, if I was the customer, I would be like, you don't really care about showing me this stuff. You just want to get your numbers up because you're scrambling because the month is almost over. And
so I've wondered this too before, where I was like, if I were a customer, wouldn't I just want to wait till the end of the month before ordering, like, because that's when everything happens? So my idea on this is that you're going to try to be consistent in your business. You're going to offer specials and deals to your VIPs throughout the month, so they have options to do some, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can purchase throughout the month and still feel like they got a deal. It's not like, oh my gosh, if only I'd known to save that $50 order till the end of the month, I could have gotten an additional whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to start working when you need to work. You don't want to interact with your VIPs when you need it, because you want to build that relationship with them. So if you're able to be a little bit more consistent and build that relationship so that you are in contact with them throughout the month, they do know that there are like deals throughout the month and that there's like incentive for them to order, then I don't think it looks like as much of a end of month push. Does that make sense?
I understand like what you're saying, but I see it other ways of, okay, like you said, the last 2 weeks, every day there's a sale, of something or other. And I finally just kind of.
That's new though.
Is it?
Yeah, because I feel like that's only been the last 2 months that
see, that's when I started.
Really. Well, yeah. So, because I'm not nowhere near as long as Simone, but I've been 7 months, and I think the first time I saw corporate do like at end of the month pushing was last month. They did do the $5 off at the end of February, which was kind of end of the month, but more geared towards recruiting than sales.
Yeah.
And so, but seriously, only March and this month that I've seen corporate put out sales to help push our end of the month. So that's actually relatively new.
Okay. Well, I know that what I ended up doing was in my VIP group, I just kind of informed them, because some of them were kind of asking, is this going to be like this all the time? And I kind of went in and it said, but a lot of the stuff that's in there is closeout items that are actually less, and kind of explained how the system works of the new catalogs, getting the stuff out, because pretty soon down the road, we're going to have new items. And it's just a way of kind of emptying the shelves.
It's spring cleaning. We're spring cleaning right now.
And so I was hoping that I was kind of right on that. and most of them, and because like a lot of them say that, they'll do mini, they say with the $5 shipping, they'll do mini grabs is what they call it. But I need to get more, I got to figure out how to get out of my circle, because for 3 months, this same group has been ordering, and I've got a new person on, and she's got a whole new group. And that's probably why, like I said, I'm more like $200 from hitting P+1. And I know, but it's like, I'm pushing, trying to get my group again, because I did so good for the first 2 months. But, and everyone's like, oh, well, get it out there, send it out. But I have like all these people that view, I just can't get them to.
It takes time.
Does it?
You're doing awesome. Like, if you're really, you're new and you're pushing P+1, like, that's amazing. So, I mean, it just takes time. That's kind of my thing, is that there are going to be people who are going to just be watching for a while, because they're going to be hesitant to order, or you're going to have people that just ordered and they're not going to order for a while. Like they threw in their, their whatever, their oh my gosh, I can't talk. But then they're going to take a while. But in order, like, expanding your customer base is really important as well, because obviously to keep your business growing. So my kind of thoughts on that is that you can try to do referral gifts, because referral gifts are something that you can always do. You can do sample buddy packs, right? Like, hey, I have deluxe samples for you and a friend. Like, the only way you can get it is if you share it with a friend.
Yeah.
See, my concern with that is, how do you prove that they gave it to a friend? Because I know too many people who would just keep both of the samples and keep them for themselves.
Ask them for the address and you send it.
That's an idea.
Well, that really only works though if, I don't know, if somebody told me that, I would be like, I'm not giving you my friend's address. I barely even know you.
So something that you can do is that
if
you're offering this in your VIP group, you can be like, add them to this group, because I would want, so that they can review it, right? Because you're gonna spin it in a way that the reason, like, you're helping them by giving them samples, and you hope in turn that they help you by giving you a review.
Yeah.
And there's no,
that's a whole nother problem.
I know, but like, that's just part of building building some sort of relationship, so that your customers feel like they are, like, the personal connection with you, where they want to help you by reviewing things, right? And actually responding when you talk to them.
That should be a whole nother training, because that is one of my biggest problems. And the thing is, a lot of my VIPs are actually friends, but they still won't leave reviews for me. So it's not even like we don't have a relationship. We have one.
Or getting people to use the samples.
Oh my God, I know. I sent you samples in January. I haven't used them yet. Sorry, I can't tell you anything.
There's not really much you can do. If you're following up with these people, then there's really not, like I said, sometimes it just takes time. If they're new and they've never seen Posh, usually it takes people like how many times to see it before they recognize it. So,
and see, I'm a small town, and people have actually realized now, between me and Wendy, who is, because she's got a business page, and before she closed it, she threw it out there, so it went through the whole area real fast. And, she's getting a lot of people from out of town, which is nice, because she's using the groups from her business, from her flower shop. But I think once I start doing more home parties or, theme parties and getting some of this going, which I have a couple planned for next month, and hopefully I can get more, just to get people to, hey, this is fun and do this, get some time now to do all that.
That should also introduce you to people you may not know, and then you can go into their circles, and then that's what I've been working on doing lately is I've gone back through my orders, and I've done this 2 months in a row now, and I message at least 10 people who have ordered from me or who I think might be willing to just help me out and throw me a bone, and asking them if they would host a party for me. Yeah. And then that way I can meet all of their friends. And then hopefully a few of their friends will want to do it too. And then I can meet all of their friends. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And 2 months in a row, this is so way out of my comfort zone. And I'm doing it at the end of the month too. So it's still kind of in our end of the month discussion here. 2 months in a row, in the last week or two of the month, I've been messaging 10, 15 people. And it's either people who've ordered really big orders from me, multiple orders from me, or close friends and family who I don't know their entire circle. And so then, it is so out of my comfort zone. I hate doing it. I don't like it at all. It makes me feel awkward.
That surprises me.
No, I'm actually a really shy person. But I don't like asking people to do things for me or feeling like I'm just begging or something. Or like I'm bothering them, especially if they're people I don't know very well. And so I don't want it to be that, but I had to get over that in my head, and I'm still working on it. I'm not totally over it, but I'm doing it anyways. That's one thing. Even if it's out of your comfort zone, if you can make yourself do it anyways, and just be prepared, because like I said,
this?
it looks great.
I cut it all off, yeah. I'm doing, everyone's waiting for my mask tomorrow video to see what my hair looks like.
But yeah, but you also have to keep in mind that when you do this, you are going to have, like I said, I messaged 15 people last month. I only had, I think, 4 or 5 of them even respond to me. Yeah. And then this month I had several people respond, but only one said that they would host an event for me. And then she prefaced it by, I'll do it, but my friends are broke. So, and I'm in my head, I'm like, okay. So I just told her, I said, you know what, that's okay. Right now, I'm just trying to meet new people. Your party could totally bomb and make no money. That's fine. She's my brother's girlfriend. So it's like, it's not the same thing as like a regular potential customer. I'm a little more forthright with her. Plus, she doesn't really care about all the perks. She's only doing it to help me out. So I just told her, I said, your party could totally bomb and it would be fine with me. I'm just trying to meet new people and expand my circle.
That's pretty much what it is, though. Like, you're telling people, like, try to figure out what is up with why they don't want to host, and maybe that is because they're afraid of failing. But that's not your goal. Your goal is not to get in there and have tons of sales. Your goal is to spread the love, right? Show people what Posh is, get your name out there, and gain experience, because every party can be run completely different, and the only way you can even have that experience is by doing parties and doing more of them, so that how to handle each situation.
Yeah, because I've tried to get a few more for this. I wanted to actually try to get a few before the end of the month, but everybody here, it's basically school graduations. I'll do it after May. And that's, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll get back with you. At least then I'm still going to, get with them and hopefully get something maybe during the summer or everything. But it's just getting this first view so I finally decided that I'm having a neighborhood one myself. And I'm going to invite my neighbors. We're doing a wine and posh party. And my little thing is that, because I know that pretty much all my neighbor ladies like to drink wine. So everybody has to bring a bottle of $10 and lower wine in
and
a brown
whoever
bag.
has the favorite one, they get a prize, right?
Well, no, they get the hostess. Whoever they're going to vote.
Oh, they get to be the hostess.
They get to be the hostess of the party.
I've seen it like where that person gets a prize, but that's a good one, turning it into a mystery hostess that way.
Yeah, because I figured that this way, other than me bringing stuff, then we can have stuff to go with the wine and everything would work pretty good. So, but that was the only way I could get it started. And they're all now I've noticed that a few people are saying, hey, I hear you're having a neighborhood wine party. Let me know how it goes. So maybe
I would tell them
that's what I needed.
You should join us then, and you'll know how it goes.
That's what I do. I actually had told a few of them that they could come, but I don't want to get too many. Then I don't have the room or the, for them to be able to sit and relax and take their time. So, but I think if I have one, and it's a good thing, we can do it once a month too. If we can have it, first so many people that want to join, then those are the.
A good rule of thumb, though, is that even if people say they're coming, a third of the people who say they're coming are not going to come.
Yeah.
That's just like a party etiquette rule or something.
Yeah. And this group, my first group, I basically, in sending the invitations, I've talked to them each personally and said, to make this work. And a lot of them have been customers. Some of them have been a few customers of mine, and some of them want to be. They just never had the time, they say, to really get on, and work because they got little kids and they're just busy. And so I basically have kind of said, if you can't make it, can you please let me know so I can get somebody else so we have enough people to do what we need to do, what we want to do. And so far, only one has said that she might not make it, but she would let me know at least a week ahead of time. So I'm hoping it works.
That's good.
Okay. That sounds really promising. I haven't heard about having them. You can do so much with that. In my mind, I'm thinking you could do so much with that. You could do like a cookie exchange and the best cookies, right?
They had that one at Christmas.
Well, that's what I thought about, doing something each month, having a theme of some sort, when we get more into June and July, we can do the flip-flop thing, feet type thing. And
who has the cutest flip-flops?
Or make them. We've done that before.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun too.
I've got a lot of crafty people. I'm not, but that can help me with that. But yeah, but I figured that's one way of. Oh, don't do that, Chris.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, like I said, the hardest thing I have is, I swear, 2 weeks before the end of the month, my friends disappear because I think they're afraid I'm going to ask them for.
Mine disappeared 3 months ago.
So,
I just don't know how I can get. I know that some of the people that I see, more and more, I'm seeing more people looking at my posts. And I see these people and I'm thinking, wow, these guys would be really good, and I'm like, I try to throw like, hey, samples, would you like some samples? But maybe would it be better if I message them personally? But I don't want to scare them off and say, hey, I've been watching you, watch me. Would you like some?
I just wouldn't say it that way.
Are they in your VIP group? Is this
yes.
what you're talking about? Okay.
Yes.
So 2 things I think you can do with that is, one, you can message them and not, obviously don't say, hey, I'm stalking you. You can say something like, hi, like, hey, thanks for being in my VIP group. I just wanted to like check in with you and see if there was anything like in particular that you want to try. Like, I'm sending out some samples and I wanted to make sure like to get you on.
Wanted anything?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Another thing you can do is, psychologically speaking, it's more valuable to somebody if they feel like they've won it or if they feel like they've earned it, right? So you can always be like, hey, I have X amount of deluxe sample packs. Who wants one? The first how many people to comment will get them.
But then the problem I have with that is usually the ones that do, or the ones that are ordering, that group of 5 to 10 who do everything on my page. They're the ones that get everybody active in games, which is nice, and I love them for that. But it's like every time I even say anything about samples, they're like, oh, well, I want some. Well, I'm like, okay, you guys have gotten enough. But so would it be better? I know.
I have a picture that says if you've never tried Posh.
That's what I was wondering. If it'd be better if I could do the first 5 that have never tried to maybe get that would work.
You can do that.
That's better.
I would say
not that I don't want her to get them.
Definitely something that you can do.
Not that I don't want them, but like my neighbor who has been over here since day one, I think she's had a sample of everything I have, and I don't mind that because she is my instigator on my VIP, I call her. She's the one that gets people active. She comments on everything, and she orders, too. I mean, every month. And so I feel like, but for her doing all that, I give her samples more than everything. But, there's other people that I want to get them out
I think that makes perfect sense. Especially if you're like it. I think it makes sense after you've had people, like more people added to your VIP group. You could be like, who's new? Who hasn't tried Posh? The first time. Because then it makes sense. Like it makes sense for you to say something like that, because I don't think that your regulars would feel excluded, because they, if they love Posh, they want other people to try it too,
Yeah.
So.
Well, I saw one thing on there, and I was going to ask you if you've ever done this, or if you hear it's a good thing, of when you guys were talking about the referral. I saw a thing on there that said, that if you refer somebody and they buy $25 worth, you get a full item, or something. Do you think that something like that, then at least then they know that if they buy something, then that they referred them? I mean, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Am I making
No, you're good. Okay, so yes, referral goes. So I'm like, sorry, I totally.
I do that to people.
This is my life. Okay, referral gifts. That's something that is really going to help you out. Obviously, you don't necessarily have to do like big referral gifts, because if they're referring people and sending out their referral link, they're going to get points anyway. But that only works for people who are aware of it and who care. Do you know what I mean? And if they don't, because sometimes perks doesn't appeal to people because they really don't care,
Yeah.
And if you offer a referral gift, you're like, hey, if you like this product, if you like have a friend buy this product, I can give you, this. Like I know people that have done this where they're like, I know you love the BFF, and like if you can refer how many people or one person to buy it, like you can get one for free or something like that. Like obviously that's like a huge gift, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
because I didn't want to say, okay, you get, they do, if they do, $25, you get this. If it's $50, you get, that. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's kind of like basically a hostess.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't have to be like product necessarily, because it could just be, you can offer like free shipping with their next order, or like something, or like a towel or something. I'm saying, like, it doesn't have to be product. It could be something that you got at the dollar store that you wrapped up really cute, and it's a gift. It's a thank you for sending people my way.
That picture is posted in both of the groups, ladies.
Thanks, Krista.
You're welcome. But speaking of which, if you want, Simone, I have like a folder of sample graphics that I've stolen, and I can make an album.
Can you please do that?
Yeah.
Okay, because my like graphics are like on old computers, and then on my phone, and then on my, anyway. It's like I can't believe I never like thought to use the albums. I don't know why, but anyway.
Well, I can't do the graphics, so.
You don't need to do the graphics.
I stole all of these from Rockstar. Although
I do too.
I have started making, but see, on my computer, I have a ridiculous amount of graphics that I have sorted into tons of different folders on my computer that I just pull from. And so, like right now, I'm adding 11 pictures into Posh Hearts for samples, like asking about people who want to sample. So I've got, tell me about your Posh experience, Friendship Friday, Sample Sunday, your samples are in the mail, time to stock the mailman, samples.
But they're like, it's like Rockstar can be overwhelming, but you kind of have like your
Right.
best stuff, right? Like
So I have the ones
everybody
that
has.
I like the best, and I
Mhm.
picked and I put them. So
Yeah.
I wish I could just take your album and make it into mine. And then,
which one?
yeah,
one
I mean,
have
like the
on my
albums that
computer?
you make, you know.
You
Oh,
can
Well, you
go
could
there
go
and
in.
download them all.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? It'd be kind of cool that you could go in, oh, I like most of these. I can pull them over and just delete the ones I don't want instead of having to constantly try to find what you're looking for and put it in.
I have
And my problem is I have 3 different computers that I work off of.
Oh yeah.
I have most of mine in the Posh Adventures page. If you want to look at what I have pulled off.
Oh, okay.
I did also add some stuff right now to Posh Hearts for the samples. And I mean, I don't know if Simone wants me to or not. I have like I have albums that I've put together for when I do really big Facebook parties that have all of the product information graphics. I mean, I have my folder system on my computer is full of a ridiculous amount of Posh stuff.
You're welcome to post anything that you want because it is
Yeah,
helpful.
because I don't really have any place to post that. I mean, I don't want to put it on my VIP page because people see that.
Yeah. I've been trying to, like, when one of my last team members that came on, it took a couple of days to get her into Rockstar. So I uploaded a whole bunch of stuff to Adventurers for like that in between time, in between them signing up and when they're actually approved for Rockstar, so that there's something that they can post to let people know what they're doing and things like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
But
You can use Dropbox.
I have no
Yes.
idea how to do that.
Drive or something that that's familiar.
Dropbox and oh god, I can't even think what it's called. It's green.
Google Drive.
Evernote.
Oh, Evernote. Yeah, there's a ton of ways to do it. I say that I haven't taken the time to do it, so that's why my graphics are everywhere.
See, so am I. And I hate to say it, is probably where most of mine are at is on my phone because it's easy to grab and throw on.
Super easy to get.
But I have to constantly delete stuff because I don't have the room on my phone.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I'm gonna cut this off the recording really quick. But if you guys have more questions afterward, just let me know.
Okay.
Yeah.